Shout out for our supporter, homeownershipuniversity.com. Love our supporters, love what they do. Questions are answered on a daily basis on this site. And so since we're not on 24/7, 365, it is. So check it out. Yep. All right. Oh, gosh. It's time for foreclosure talk.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Yeah. Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
What are we talking about today, Frank? What effect will the recent $25 billion foreclosure settlement have on us?
Oh, I'm excited to hear this one.
$25 billion.
We're just talking
well,
about
actually,
I'd
like my two buddies here to get involved with this too, because I'm sure you're going to get a lot of phone
because you don't have
calls.
enough to talk about?
Oh, I got tons to talk about. Actually, I could take up 4 or 5 shows if you like.
Okay, so basically what happened is Obama Mama, he got $25 billion out of the banks to give back to some people who were done wrong.
This has been gaining steam for quite a while. Basically, it's a $26 billion foreclosure settlement, and it's geared at the larger banks. It's basically several states filed lawsuits because of the supposed flawed process that the banks had in processing the foreclosures.
Robo-signing.
Basically, robo-signing.
Banks had flawed processes?
I don't know. I'm not on that side of things.
Yes, you are. You're a big bank, Frank.
I'm not. But they were getting the foreclosures done as quickly as they could, right. And they're still not.
We heard about it.
They're still not doing it as fast as it should be done. But what do? There's so many people losing their homes every day.
We'll talk about that in about 30 minutes. Trust me on that, because I have a topic that goes along with this.
So basically, what this settlement does on the short side of things, it sets aside some money for the struggling homeowner to help them with their principal reduction. Maybe write down your second mortgage, maybe get a waiver of deficiency for your short sale, maybe help you make things a little easier to refinance. Those are the basic components right there. You actually, if you have already been foreclosed between 2008 of January and now, you may also qualify for about $1,500, maybe $2,000 after the fact as part of this settlement also.
Nice. Here we go, saving money again.
Well, not necessarily saving money because you've already been foreclosed. You lost the house and all that.
Come on, Frank, work with me here. I'm trying to get everybody pumped up about the show.
But now that's the front side of things. That's, I guess, if you want to say the good side of things. On the other side,
I want to hear the behind the curtain stuff. Tell me, Wizard.
Behind the curtains.
Great and powerful Wizard.
Frank the Oz.
Behind the curtains. I think we're going to see an increase in foreclosure, a more aggressive stance taken on foreclosure. They've been operating at about 25-30%
They've been lagging.
speed with the foreclosure process. Now that they're paying their dues and settling out, I think a lot of the big banks are going to take the position like, hey, we're paying our dues.
Paid you money.
We're settling this whole thing now. We have to do what we have to do, and we're going to start doing it a lot faster. Now that's the other side of things.
Does $26 billion even put a dent in the big banks?
No.
Isn't that sad?
Actually, there's in
Oklahoma.
That's a national. Yeah, that's a national settlement. The attorneys general in California actually had a separate settlement of $18 billion just for California.
And Oklahoma had a separate too. They weren't part of it.
Is it kind of like a class action thing where the people who bring it up get a bigger chunk?
Mm-hmm. Well, and the other, I mean, my take, I completely agree with Frank.
What?
Yeah, absolutely. I know. I had to check. I had to double check and make sure.
It's simple cause and effect.
This is recorded, so we have this.
Yeah.
I thought we couldn't drink before the show.
What had happened?
Mimosa.
You must have been.
Are there alliances going on that I'm not part of?
So yeah, the banks. Basically, while this suit's been going on for over a year, so the banks have really been not foreclosing because they weren't sure what was going to happen. Mm-hmm. Now that this is settled, on the sort of the pessimistic side of this, or the reluctant side of this, reluctant to believe really anything good is going to come out of this. First of all, the fees are going to come out of our pockets. They're going to be passed on to consumers.
Mm-hmm. Eventually,
they got a little tiny slap on the hand, and then they got indemnified for everything that they ever did wrong. So
indemnified?
They basically
meaning never mind.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So basically they're not. So basically they said, okay, now don't do it again. And
do it again.
Yeah, and that's
until the next decade.
And so that's a little bit what happened, but absolutely. And I wrote about this on Homeownership University last week. That this is for me. My angle on this is fantastic news for two people. This is fantastic news for
two people,
for two types of people.
Oh, I thought it was just two people.
Two demographics.
I was going to say, okay, everybody, listen careful because if you know someone,
two groups of consumers.
Okay.
The first consumer is the one that couldn't afford their home and they had to leave their home behind. They filed bankruptcy, perhaps. They walked away from the home. And it's been 3 years and the bank still hasn't foreclosed on their home. So they've repaired their credit. They have a down payment. They want to buy again, but they still own a home. This is going to flush a lot of those out. So I think it's going to expedite the ability for people who have like these foreclosures that are just looming out there. And there are so many of those, it's not even funny. The second group of people is buyers. Mm-hmm. You need to get pre-approved right now. You need to get in touch with your real estate agent and let them know that you're in the market, because as these properties begin to hit the market, listen, if you hear about it in the news that foreclosures are hitting the market, it's already too late. There's too much competition out there. You're going to be in a battle with people.
And Frank, you're seeing
I'm already
seeing the effects,
I'm already
right?
seeing the increase.
Absolutely.
And just in the past 3 weeks, I've had 3 cash for keys that just got streamlined, boom, to the front of the line. And I've had 3, I hate to throw it out here, but I had 3 sheriff lockouts that seemed to come a lot faster than I thought.
Yeah.
Dump them.
So for people that want their homes foreclosed on so that they can recover, that's going to happen now. And for those buyers that have just been waiting for the right time to buy, now is the right time to buy. Don't wait till you hear it in the press.
Are you saying that something the government did may actually stimulate the real estate market?
It was completely unexpected.
Well, they had no idea.
They didn't try.
Well, here's the thing. There are many people that will be, I guess, negatively affected. But in this sense, people that were rightfully not making their mortgage payments for 3 years, that were sitting there waiting for someone like me to knock on their door and probably weren't going to see me for another year, will probably see me in the next couple of few months. It's going to be sooner, okay? Wow. That's, I guess, the negative side. But the positive spin is that we're kind of settling things. The dust is settling a little bit. The picture's getting a little clearer. And any kind of clarity right now is good.
I think we're actually finally ripping off the last bit of that Band-Aid. And just I'm serious. This is the beginning of ripping that off, because we've been stalling.
I think they're just throwing us a bone. There's so much more.
You think it's so much more?
Those people who've been waiting,
it's
finally
really,
are going to get out.
Really, the majority of people are not. This is a lot of backroom stuff. Most people aren't going to notice. They're not going to see anything. We're going to see some of these timelines move a little bit faster, but
they're not going to saturate the market, though.
No.
It's not going to be a firestorm of new foreclosures, because they can't do that. They did that in 07, 08, flooded the market, shot themselves in the foot, and dropped everybody's equities in half by putting too many widgets on the shelf. Too many widgets, not enough consumers equals loss of value on the widget, and they're not going to do that again.
Awesome. Okay, so $26 billion. Back to the consumers.
Yeah. And you might want to Google and see if you qualify for the $15,000 to $2,000, and start talking to your lenders to see if you qualify
for a
better position for refinance and so forth. I don't have a specific site for this.
It's not, from what I understand, it's not actually inked yet. They came to the decision, but it's not done yet.
Okay, so stay tuned. If you have any questions, get a hold of us.
Start now. Call someone like Scott. Call someone like Elisa, and get the ball rolling, at least, so that when you're in the position to do it, you can get it done, and you're in front of the line. Because remember, just like every other program, it comes and it goes. The money is limited.
Yeah.
And I believe if you don't jump in.
And I believe part of this is the banks are going to be required to go to their lien holders, and they're going to have to let them know, hey, you qualify for
And this only counts for those that are on the list, the short list of banks, GMAC, Citi, JP Morgan, Chase, so forth. So you want to check into those banks.
I think there was one or two more just for California.
Good time for a supporter shout-out.
Yes, it is.
Because I know who knows stuff about this, and that's Equity Partner Properties Incorporated. So give them a call at 562-413-1030. This is right up their alley.
This is what they do all day.
We are going to